Welcome back. Um, better go with again. So I have went ahead and enchanted all of my stuff basically. Still need to get mending on a couple more things. Um, Decided not to record that whole process. Kind of monotonous. But now that we have the tools, I think we will go ahead and work on the Whitewood Forest. But in order to do that, I have to bald the woods. So, I will go ahead and chop down a bunch of trees, and we'll be back in a second. Whoops. Oh, welcome back. So I have bald the forest, so to say, most of it. At least most of this valley area. Like I said before in a previous episode, it's gonna extend pretty far down there. Of course it's getting dark. I don't have a plan for what the trees are going to look like, nor do I have one for landscaping. Let's see. Although I'm starting to get some idea, I'm probably going to put a tree here called the bent neck willow, and then a bridge following the path across here. And then I will probably actually move the path to go up here instead of kind of jaggedy right there. Let's see. I do think in all the lower portions, we're going to add maybe like a little pond, I think would be nice. Like here, a pond, maybe a river or fall leading into this pond here, and then like a stream coming down, and then splitting here and going into the kind of river or lake over here, then having another stream come down and around and through there. Yeah, I think that'd be nice. There are some weird, like, there's some weird jagged spots like here and there that I'm not exactly sure what to do with. I'm sure, I mean, maybe we can leave them and kind of dress them up a little bit and maybe make them interesting. But yeah, that's the plan so far. And I don't exactly know what the trees are going to look like. I'm thinking of combining birch log with the striped pale oak log and then pale oak wood to kind of make the birch trees seem larger, kind of like, let's see here. Whoops. Kind of like that, maybe? Whoops. I don't know. Not sure. Though I think it'd look cool. Maybe more dark. Perhaps. Hmm. Or maybe it's too dark. I don't know, but we'll see. Um, we'll probably make them fairly thick trees as well. Just because. So, I think first off, we'll start with the big water feature coming from this direction. I thought this would be faster. Oh, it's only got 2 on it. Yeah, water feature coming down. That'd be nice. Phone's ringing. Sorry about that. That was work. Whoops. So, water feature, yep. Yes. So, more tree chopping. Oh my goodness. Not sure if I mentioned this or not, but I think someone left a comment on one of the videos mentioning a rail system. That would be great, but I think portal system would be cheaper and easier right now. I don't have an iron farm. Anytime I've made an iron farm, it never really works. Not sure if that's because... It's probably because I messed it up. So. But I'm willing to definitely try again because I need the iron. Man, where are these zombies coming from? Let's see. How exactly do I want to do this? I mean, basically all this is pretty much fine. Except for... I kind of hate these flowers. They're everywhere as well. They fill up my inventory. Oh, wonderful. Okay, so right now I'm just trying to make everything feel a bit more natural. That's a bit better. I kind of like this here. We might turn that into a big rock or something. Let's see. And what was it that would split here, I guess? Part of it going this way. And another part going that way. Oh, come on. So I think I will be back after I've done some terraforming. I don't want to bore you with all of that. Maybe deal with them. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, so plan still being the plan. Water feature down, pond. Deciding on whether to dig down another layer or to keep it here and just put water on top, fill this in, and then have it fall down here a block, rock here, kind of splits the water path. A small stream coming from this way kind of pushes this water coming from the pond that way around this hill. Still kind of thinking about what this area looks like. This curve right here where the water will make is a little unnatural. So I think we should have another water something coming down here so that it kind of pushes this curve a little bit better down this direction. And then maybe another small fall here, kind of finally given a big area here before it hits the big river. And then maybe another rock here. Water comes down. I don't know, maybe a smaller rock than that one. Water comes down. Maybe drifts that way a little bit and then gets split again before coming into there. I don't know. Lots to think about. The path. Haven't gotten that far yet. The moment it kind of just runs through the middle of everything. Obviously that's going to change. I think I want to keep it more natural. So like less bridges. Like I don't want a bridge here. Maybe like a lily pad kind of thing or something like that. So this area is kind of all worked out, basically. This appears not. Still kind of figuring this out. Maybe we can have that water feature, and that other water thing that I was talking about right here. Maybe it can come from over here, where it's already kind of divoted out and go through there. A bunch of weird ravines here. Not exactly sure what to do with that. I don't want to cover up everything. I'd like to if I don't really cover up everything, it's really less work. But I could cover it up if I wanted to. And then, of course, we never really got to the trees. So maybe that's something I'm going to do right now. Of course, I gotta go get the wood, because I left it all over here. Another thing is tree placement. Like, where exactly, whoops, do I want... Thinking about maybe putting one here, kind of overlooking this whole water area. Like one big one. I'm still deciding on how exactly to make the trees. Take it all over there just because. So we definitely want a tree here, kind of overlooking everything. Maybe make it a little bit straighter than I normally do. Kind of have it come out this way. A little bit over the whole thing. Whoops. Kind of like that, maybe. Of course, I don't even have my boots on. Yeah, kind of like that. I don't know if I want it necessarily that big, though, but that's alright. And then we can texture it a little bit later. You know, what I really would like is some scaffolding. There is a jungle that way, which I should have gotten stuff from, but of course I didn't. Whoops, not logs, of course. Okay, so let's think here. As you can see, my trees are more or less made willy-nilly. I think that's okay. Of course, we can add some more more branchy things later. I think this might need a branch here. And maybe we'll do one here. Yep. And then one over here. Actually, we'll do like one that comes out top a little bit. And then out of that, maybe. Kind of do a little bit of that. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's alright. Let's see. This kind of needs some shaping on this end. In that direction. Let's see here. Yeah. And when I don't usually do this, but I see a lot of people using like not non, but let's see. I can get a crafting table over here. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Oh, what a fool. What a fool. There we go. Some of this stuff for branches. So we'll see. We'll kind of work that in a little bit. It's not a bad looking tree. It needs textured. It's not bad looking. Of course, I don't want to spend 20 minutes doing each tree, but you know, here we go. This looks kind of weird, so maybe taking that the bottom down instead of so straight. Maybe doing this a little bit. What did I cut off? A little bit more of that. That gives it a little bit more of something on this side. It's still not kind of curved enough. I'd like it to be a little bit more curved. That was a little messy on that side. That's okay. This is a little kind of curved outward too much. Of course it rains. And this was okay. This end over here. Now, I don't know how exactly I would texture this kind of tree. Hold on. Let's see what I've got. this stuff like I was talking about. Yeah, I think maybe just instead of using just um, the birch logs, we kind of add some white in there because I think that birch, this texture here is just too busy. And I think it makes it kind of confusing to look at. So I think we're going to do that. I think doing areas of 3 kind of works. Let's see. Let's see, how was this one? It was like that, I think. Still really busy. Maybe that whole section there. Of course, I'm running out. But yes, I think this will look a lot better once I. Whoops! Work on changing up the wood a little bit. Yeah, that's a lot better. It needs more, I think, in the middle. Right there. Looking good. So, I think we've got a plan. I kind of wanted to implement some of this in there. I wonder if I... Okay. Well, then I can get more of... Whoops. That's not what I want. I need to get more white wood. Or pale wood. And... do that. The forest of Fangos. It's on our doorstep. So we might go over there, or I might at some point off screen and do all that. Get some more of this pale oak, which yeah, I mean I think birch is just underused a lot. At least I don't use it very often. But I think it's underused. Do I? I don't know if I'm gonna stick with having the whole forest be birch. I don't know. Okay, it depends on the leaves. The leaves make it may make it nice a little bit darker, bushes and stuff. And I don't know if I want to use fences or not. I don't usually use them, like I said, but we'll see. They might add some speciality looking. But yeah, this is the plan. Water feature, pond, leading out into the stream over here. Maybe we'll go this way as well. Water going that way. A little stream coming from this way. As for these ravines and stuff, not exactly sure what to do with those. Maybe I would like to include them, like I said. Uh, Maybe we might be able to get some, like a kind of Japanese feel with these, maybe Japanese or Chinese with the taller hills. I don't know. We'll see. We'll make maybe like a little miniature valley right here. We'll see. But I think that should do it for us on this time. On this. You know what? I'm starting to think some other things as well, like having like this Oriental Japanese feel on that side as well. Get rid of the dark oak. Anyway, yep, that will do it for this time. Thanks again, and we'll probably be continuing work on the White Woods. But, and I might do some stuff off screen, like add some more trees. But anyway, that should be it for today. Thanks.